This video is about when to add extra exercises to your spiritual training regime. In particular, it's about when a practitioner who's following the Franz Barden system of attainment or another comprehensive training system should do this. Franz Barden wrote 3 beautiful books which outline a completely comprehensive course of spiritual instruction. A practitioner of his path would find themselves adding their own routines, their own specific visualizations and approaches to the exercise. However, it's very rare that you would need to add anything more to this practice. The routines outlined and the whole program is a very dedicated practice. It's one that you need to give a lot of time, persistence and emotional effort to. Your training routine should be something you can maintain throughout any time of life, whether it be a very good time when you're on holiday or a time of hardship when work's really hard or you're dealing with crisis. So adding anything more to an already very significant discipline is something that we shouldn't approach lightly. Likewise, we need to make sure that any changes we make are those that benefit our path. The most common reason to add an exercise is actually just excitement. So I find this all the time. I read something really wonderful and it's really beautiful and really nice and I think, right, I'll do that. And it takes a few moments for my rational mind to kick in and realise actually you don't have the time to do that, and that's not going to help. And I see people all the time who are trying to follow 2 or 3 courses of instruction that most people can keep to one of them and can't work out why they're not succeeding on any of them. And this is just to do with genuine excitement. So if you find that you're wanting to do an exercise because you're excited about it, maybe it's similar to something in the Franz Barden system or similar to something you're already doing, my advice to you is to look at the quality you're finding exciting. Does it have a sense of joy that isn't in your current practice? Does it have a certain feel or a different approach? Take that insight and bring it into what you're already doing. You don't need to add on anything extra. The second most common reason that people add exercises is actually because they're easier and that they don't know that's why they're adding them. They just think in terms of this really works for me. So this would be like training with a spotter at the gym who helps guide the weights when you're lifting them, and actually he lifts them for you and you think it's because he motivates you really well that you're lifting more. So this could be, let's imagine someone who's trying to learn to concentrate and trying to learn to meditate on specific subjects. They may find that they prefer meditations that involve an external source of stimulus, like listening to music or watching nature. And they prefer it because it doesn't have the strain or the effort needed, but it's not helping them improve their skills. It's easy for them. So we have to be very careful that we're not finding ways to get round the training and compromise our goal. So make sure you're thinking in terms of the target. What am I trying to master here? and thinking in terms of training or evolving your own consciousness. The final reason that I've seen people add extra exercise is they want to be part of something else. And this perhaps connects with the trying to do too many things. Because this system is universal, we can interact with different traditions, and we can use our understanding of the underlying ways things work so we can practice. But be very cautious about moving away from a universal practice yourself, because you could lose that insight or that ability. So my advice here is threefold. One, be very cautious about adding anything additional. Even if you think you're making your things better by adding another exercise, make sure when you look at that you really can maintain this routine through all times in life. Make sure you are doing everything already. Often people are adding things in to make up for an imbalance because they're not doing it all. Make sure that if you're very inspired by a different practice, different tradition, that you find what it is that's inspiring you, what's drawing you to it. If it's something positive that should be part of your practice, bring that in before you add any more. If you find yourself wanting to do another practice because you connect with a tradition, want to be close to people who are very skilled in that tradition, be aware that because you practice the universal path, you can do this by using your own exercises rather than those which have specific terminology, and that this universal nature allows you that beautiful freedom. My name's Martin Faulks, and I hope that this video has been of use to anyone who is following a comprehensive system of attainment and has a tendency to take on more things. Until next time, let's let every word, thought and action count.